Ladies and gentlemen, there will come a time in your life when you will feel like giving up. The path ahead will seem too hard, the obstacles too overwhelming, and the results too slow. You will question yourself, asking, is this even worth it? And that moment, right there, is the most defining moment of your life. Because success doesn't belong to the smartest, the most talented, or the luckiest. It belongs to those who refuse to quit. It belongs to those who keep pushing forward no matter how exhausted, discouraged, or beaten down they feel. Grit is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. It is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. And today, I want to show you why grit is your most valuable asset, how to develop it, and why embracing it will transform your life. Grit is the ultimate success factor because it determines who rises and who remains stagnant. Many people believe that intelligence, talent, or even luck are the primary drivers of success, but history proves otherwise. The world is filled with gifted individuals who never lived up to their potential, brilliant minds who quit before reaching their goals, and talented professionals who never made it beyond mediocrity. Meanwhile, those who refuse to give up, who push through resistance, and who stay committed despite failures are the ones who leave a lasting impact. Grit is not about having a perfect plan or always knowing what to do. It is about showing up every day and refusing to let setbacks define you. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who don't lies in persistence. Every successful person has faced moments of doubt, rejection, and frustration, but they made one key decision. They kept going. They understood that grit is not just about working hard, but about enduring when everything in you wants to stop. It is about pushing forward when there's no applause, no immediate reward, and no guarantee of success. Those who develop grit do not wait for the perfect conditions or motivation to take action. They take action regardless of how they feel. If you study the lives of high achievers, you will notice a common pattern. They all faced overwhelming odds, yet they endured. They failed, but they learned. They encountered resistance, yet they adapted. This is what makes grit the most powerful success factor. It is not about getting it right every time, but about getting back up every time you fall. The people who win in life are not necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They are the ones who simply refuse to quit. Grit means embracing the discomfort that comes with growth. The journey to success is filled with difficulties, and those who lack grit will find any excuse to quit. They will blame the economy, the circumstances, or even themselves. But those who possess grit refuse to be victims of their environment. They take control of their actions and decisions. They understand that the ability to persist in the face of adversity is the real test of character. Grit also requires a long-term perspective. Many people give up because they expect immediate results, and when things don't happen as quickly as they want, they lose patience. True grit means staying committed to your vision even when the progress is slow. It means staying in the game long enough to see the rewards of your effort. The greatest achievements in history were not built in days or months, but over years of relentless dedication. In the end, grit is what turns average people into extraordinary achievers. It is the one trait that allows people to overcome obstacles, outlast competition, and build a life of significance. Without grit, talent is wasted, dreams remain unfulfilled, and potential goes unrealized. But with grit, anything is possible. It is the ultimate success factor because it ensures that no matter how many times you fall, you will always rise again. Discipline is what separates those who succeed from those who merely wish for success. Many people start strong, full of excitement and motivation, but as soon as challenges arise, their enthusiasm fades. They wait for motivation to return, but motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes like the wind. Those who rely on motivation alone will never achieve lasting success because motivation is based on feelings, and feelings are inconsistent. Discipline, on the other hand, is the foundation of real progress. It is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. The most successful people in any field do not rely on feeling inspired every day. They have built habits that keep them on track regardless of their emotional state. They wake up early, put in the work, and stay committed even when they are tired, unmotivated, or discouraged. They have trained themselves to take action not based on temporary excitement, but on a deep commitment to their goals. Discipline is the ability to push forward despite boredom, despite setbacks, and despite the overwhelming temptation to quit. It is the ability to stay consistent even when progress. Most people underestimate the power of consistency. They think success comes from one big breakthrough or a moment of inspiration, but success is not a single event. It is the result of small, repeated efforts over time. Those who rely on motivation will only work hard when they feel like it. But those who are disciplined will work hard regardless of how they feel. They understand that every action, no matter how small, compounds over time. A little progress each day adds up to massive results. This is why discipline is superior to motivation. When you train yourself to be disciplined, you eliminate the need for motivation. You do not wait for the right moment to take action because you know that the right moment is now. You no longer make excuses because you understand that excuses kill progress. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not intelligence, talent, or luck. It is the ability to show up and do the work even when it is hard. Discipline is waking up early when you would rather sleep in. It is saying no to distractions when everyone else is wasting time. It is doing what you promised yourself you would do, even when no one is watching. Many people struggle with discipline because they associate it with sacrifice or hardship. But the truth is, discipline is what creates freedom. When you are disciplined, you take control of your future. You are no longer a slave to laziness, procrastination, or self-doubt. You gain confidence in yourself because you know you can rely on your own commitment. While others are waiting for motivation, you are making progress. While others are making excuses, you are building your future. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It is the key to every achievement, every goal, and every dream. Motivation may start the journey, but only discipline will carry you to the finish line. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a necessary part of the journey toward it. Too many people fear failure as if it is a sign to stop, as if it is proof that they are not capable. But failure is not a dead end. It is a stepping stone. Every great achievement has been built on a foundation of setbacks, mistakes, and lessons learned the hard way. Those who understand this do not fear failure. They embrace it. They know that every failed attempt brings them one step closer to success, that every mistake is a lesson, and that every setback is an opportunity to grow. The truth is, failure only defeats those who allow it to. When most people fail, they take it personally. They see it as a reflection of their worth or their potential. They let embarrassment, frustration, or disappointment stop them from trying again. But those who succeed see failure differently. They recognize it as feedback, as valuable information that helps them adjust, improve, and come back stronger. They do not dwell on their mistakes. They learn from them. They analyze what went wrong, make the necessary changes, and move forward with more wisdom than before. Some of the greatest successes in history were born out of repeated failures. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before he finally perfected the light bulb. Walt Disney was told he had no imagination. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. These people did not let failure define them. Instead, they used it as fuel to push harder, to refine their craft, and to prove to themselves that they were capable of more. The difference between those who succeed and those who give up is not intelligence or talent. It is the willingness to keep going despite failure. The key to overcoming failure is to change the way you think about it. Instead of seeing it as a loss, see it as part of the process. If you try something and fail, you have learned what does not work. You are now one step ahead of where you were before. Every challenge, every setback, and every mistake is shaping you into a stronger, wiser, and more resilient person. The people who achieve the most in life are not the ones who never fail, but the ones who refuse to let failure stop them. Most people give up too soon because they expect success to be a straight path. They think that if they face obstacles, it means they are not meant to succeed. But success is never a smooth road. It is full of twists, turns, and unexpected challenges. Those who keep moving forward despite the difficulties are the ones who eventually reach their destination. They understand that every failure is a lesson, every setback is temporary, and every obstacle is an opportunity to grow. Failure is not the end. It is a test. It asks you one question: how badly do you want it? If you allow failure to stop you, then you were never truly committed. But if you rise after every fall, if you keep pushing forward despite the setbacks, then success is inevitable. Failure is not something to fear, it is something to embrace. Because every failure brings you one step closer to the success you are destined to achieve. Resilience is the ability to stand strong in the face of adversity, to keep pushing forward when everything seems to be against you. Life will test you. It will challenge you in ways you never expected. There will be moments when everything feels like it is falling apart, when setbacks come one after another, when nothing seems to be working. Most people break under this pressure. They lose faith, they give up, and they convince themselves that maybe success was never meant for them. But those who understand the power of resilience see these challenges differently. They do not view hardships as reasons to quit, but as opportunities to grow. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulties. It is about learning to thrive despite them. It is about refusing to let circumstances dictate your future. No matter how many obstacles stand in your way, no matter how many times you fall, resilience is what gives you the strength to rise again. Those who achieve great things are not the ones who never face difficulties. They are the ones who refuse to let difficulties define them. They understand that the path to success is never easy, but they choose to keep moving forward anyway. Most people underestimate their own ability to overcome challenges. They believe that hardship is a sign that they should stop, that struggle means they are not meant to succeed. But struggle is proof that you are on the right path. Anything worth having requires effort, patience, and endurance. Those who lack resilience crumble under pressure, but those who develop it become unstoppable. They do not allow temporary setbacks to shake their confidence or make them doubt their abilities. Instead, they use these moments to build even greater strength. Resilient people understand that setbacks are temporary. They do not dwell on failure, nor do they allow difficulties to steal their motivation. They adjust their strategies, learn from their mistakes, and keep moving forward. They do not waste time complaining about their circumstances because they know that every second spent feeling sorry for themselves is a second wasted. They take control of their mindset, their actions, and their future. They do not wait for an easier path. They build the strength to walk the difficult one. Adversity does not destroy the strong, it reveals them. Hardships are the greatest teachers in life. They expose weaknesses, but they also provide opportunities to build greater strength. Every challenge faced and overcome adds to your resilience. Every time you refuse to give up, you prove to yourself that you are stronger than your circumstances. This is how real success is built, not by avoiding difficulties, but by conquering them. Resilience is the secret weapon of every high achiever. It is what keeps people going when motivation fades. It is what allows them to endure when others quit. It is the reason some people rise while others remain stuck. The truth is, life will never be without challenges. But those who embrace resilience, who refuse to back down, who push forward no matter what, those are the ones who achieve lasting success. Success is not just about talent, intelligence, or even luck. It is about persistence. It is about the ability to keep going despite obstacles, to refuse to quit even when the odds are stacked against you. Many people have great ideas, big dreams, and high ambitions, but very few have the persistence to see them through. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is often just one thing: the willingness to keep moving forward when everything tells them to stop. The world is filled with people who started something but never finished. They began with enthusiasm, but when challenges arose, they slowed down. When progress seemed too slow, they doubted themselves. When success didn't come quickly, they quit. But those who achieve great things understand that persistence is the most important factor in success. They do not stop because of difficulty. They push through it. They do not quit when they fail. They learn from it. They understand that success is not about avoiding obstacles, but about having the strength to overcome them. Every journey towards success will be met with resistance. There will be days when nothing seems to work, when every step forward feels like a struggle, and when it will be easier to give up. But those who persist understand that these moments are part of the process. They know that success does not happen overnight. It is the result of consistent effort, day after day, even when progress is invisible. The greatest rewards come to those who do not give up when things get hard, but who keep pushing forward, trusting that their effort will eventually pay off. History is filled with examples of people who achieved success simply because they refused to quit. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before he invented the light bulb. Colonel Sanders was rejected over 1,000 times before someone agreed to sell his now famous fried chicken recipe. J.K. Rowling was rejected by multiple publishers before Harry Potter became one of the best-selling book series of all time. None of these people were guaranteed success. What made them different was their ability to persist through failure, rejection, and setbacks. They kept going when others would have given up, and that is why they succeeded. The key to developing persistence is to focus on the long-term vision rather than the short-term obstacles. If you only focus on the challenges in front of you, they will seem overwhelming. But if you keep your eyes on the bigger picture, on the life you want to create, on the success you want to achieve, you will find the strength to keep moving forward. Persistence is not about being the smartest or the most talented. It is about refusing to quit. It is about getting up every time you fall, pushing forward every time you fail, and staying committed even when the results are not immediate. Those who persist, who keep going no matter what, will always reach their destination. Success does not belong to the lucky, it belongs to those who never give up.